Hello guys and welcome. Today we're gonna show you how to pre-paint and apply a foam latex prosthetic of Deadite Ash from Evil Dead 2. I know there was just a few minutes on the movie where he comes out with this makeup, but that was one of my favorite makeups in the movie and I've been wanting to recreate this makeup. And first I start with skin tone PAX paint. If you guys don't have any PAX paint skin tone, you can also use Pro-Shade or Pro-Shade No Tack and then go over it with your desired cream makeup. I always leave the edges unpainted. That way once I apply the prosthetic, those edges will blend easier than having them painted. And as well, the second step here, I go in with the Skin Illustrator palette. I believe it's the Bloody 5 for all the cuts are. That way I know exactly where they're going to go and it'll be easier to repaint them after application. So now that we pre-painted the prosthetic, the first step before application is adding Skin Saver. Skin Saver is a barrier cream that helps you remove the prosthetic, anything else, paints as well from your face faster and easier. And after Skin Saver, you want to add baby powder all over your face to set that Skin Saver barrier. As well, the eyebrows, you go in with Elmer's glue, 2 to 3 passes, and a baby powder each pass. After that, we start with the Pro-Shade in between the eyebrows. And then from there, some Pro-Shade under the nose or on top of the lips. As well. Let it dry. The Pro-Shade, once it goes clear, that means it's dry. If it's still white, it still needs to dry more. From there, we're going to add Pro-Shade under the lips and a little bit under the chin. Let it dry a little bit clear. And then you can go ahead and press the foam latex prosthetic for it to stick. You do have to add a little more in the lips as well. From there, we moved either to the right or left of the eyebrows and under the eye with Pro-Shade, and make sure that it dries clear before you press down on the foam latex prosthetic. And then we move to the other side as well. Once I had the other side applied, I checked if there was any pockets here with no Pro-Shade. There was some here in between the middle of the eyebrows and the eye. So I used a tweezer. That way I can grab the prosthetic gently and then add the Pro-Shade in between. Now we're going on the other side here of the cheek with the Pro-Shade as well. And then again, I was checking where there was places on the prosthetic that missed the Pro-Shade. Moving over here on the left in the cheek and then the other side. Once we have the whole prosthetic completely applied, we go ahead and go around all the edges with just Pro-Shade. Since the edges of the foam latex prosthetic are so thin, the Pro-Shade will definitely get absorbed through the foam latex prosthetic and the skin. So I'll go all around it, just making sure that all the edges are sticking and have Pro-Shade. From there, I do make facial expressions to see where I'm missing Pro-Shade between the skin and the prosthetic. And I had some missing here around the lips. Adding as well the Pro-Shade and baby powder right afterwards. That way it's not sticky after you add the Pro-Shade in the edges. After the Pro-Shade in the edges, I do like going over them with a red stipple sponge and Pro-Shade paste or Pro-Shade Bondo to hide all the edges. It's very important. It does take about 30 to 45 minutes sometimes just to go around the edges with the Pro-Shade paste or Pro-Shade Bondo. But they do help hiding the edges, and people won't know where the prosthetic starts and the skin begins. In this next step, I had to add a little bit of Pro-Shade paste around the edges of the lips. That way they would hide a little bit better. And then we came over here with that baby powder all over the edges. That way they're not sticky. And then we're going to start the paint job. I like the Skin Illustrator airbrush makeup. I started with Natural 1. Just all over my skin and the prosthetic. That way it blends a little bit better, starts getting that same color on both the prosthetic and my skin. After going over with Natural 1, the Skin Illustrator, we are going to move into going with Natural 2, just for the shading all over my neck, the jawline, as well where are the folds of the eyes or anywhere else where the shading or shadows will be. After we're done with the Skin Illustrator Natural 1 and Natural 2, we go over here with Livability from Skin Illustrator as well, and we're going to use it mostly around the eyes and then a little bit where areas and the shading and the face as well. From here we're going to jump to the fun part, which is one of my favorites, is the splatter pattern, which consists of throwing many little like dots of makeup of different colors, especially the colors that you're using to paint the prosthetic, like the Livability color, the Natural 1, whites, other colors that will blend all the paint job on the prosthetic and skin, and will trick the eyes from seeing where the prosthetic is, and the face starts as well. In the next part here, I tried adding a little more of that dark purple. It's a different brand, not Skin Illustrator. This brand is from Reels Creations, and I was going on top of the lips, but I did overdo it. So I came back to remove it with a little bit of 99% alcohol and a cotton swab. I came back with more of that purple, just to get all that shading across the prosthetic and pop up a little bit more. And then we're going to move with the veining. We'll start with Bane Blue, I believe. And we'll start making a bunch of little veins all over my face, and will help as well blend the prosthetic and my skin with the paint job. I believe I did about 3 different vein colors, green, blue, and purple. Right, you can use just 1 or 2 colors, depending on how crazy you want to go. After the veining, I started here with the lips with the Krylon grease, rubber grease paint makeup. I wasn't too happy with the lip color, so went ahead and painted a little bit with the cream makeup. And then some eyeshadow all over the eyes, just to give it a little bit more dimension, as well on the cheekbones and under the chin and jawline. From there, I jumped to doing highlights on my face. I use Skin Illustrator's rice paper for the highlights. After the paint job, I come here and seal the prosthetic and skin. I do about 2 to 3 passes of sealer, to seal the paint and the prosthetic. After I do the sealer 2 to 3 times, I come back here with the Love Shine as well from Skin Illustrator. Love Shine makes you look like you're sweating or you're wet. Makes it give you that wet look. Just to repeat again, I did 3 layers of the makeup sealer, and after that was completely dry, I did 5 layers of Love Shine. You do have to do the makeup sealer first before you do Love Shine. Now we're reaching the last steps of the makeup. We're gonna come back here where the cuts are with some fake blood, if not perma blood. We are completely done here with the makeup process, so now it's just the dental appliances to give it that crazy look, and then the whiteout contacts in the end. You can see here that the teeth and the whiteout contacts really completed that look. And here's the final look. One of my favorite makeups from Evil Dead 2. And any questions, let me know in the comments. And thanks again, guys, for supporting the channel and my store. For more questions, there's going to be a link here for my shop as well, just in case you guys are interested. Right now there's going to be a 20% discount until the beginning of August. Thank you very much, guys, for watching, and have a wonderful week.